Hi Star Seeds, welcome back. So today we are going to be making a very delicious Indian dish. Now this is one of my favorites because it's so hearty and warm with all different kinds of spices, but it's also very, very easy to make. So we're going to be making Indian spinach and dal. Can't wait. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on our recipe book, which is finished. I'm so happy to say. Right now what we're doing is just making sure that everything is flawless, all the recipes work wonderfully, and also we are converting the cups into grams because I know some people like using cups, other people like using grams, so we wanted to make sure that we put both in for you guys. So once that is available, I will let you guys know. So let's get into the recipe. So the first thing we're going to do is to a pot, you're going to add in 5 cups of filtered water. We're adding in 2 cups of dried fava beans that have soaked overnight. These are split fava beans, and it would be wise to soak these in water for 8 hours or overnight. And the reason why you should soak your fava beans overnight is because it will make for a much faster cooking time, and also it'll make all those vitamins much more bioavailable to you than if you hadn't soaked them. So I'm going in with some spices. Firstly, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and this is gonna give it warmth and beautiful color. And finally, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So all you're gonna do is mix it up, and you're gonna cook this on medium to high heat for about 25 to 30 minutes or until you notice that the fava beans have sort of melded into the water. And you can cook this with the lid on. So while the fava beans are cooking, we are going to be making the paste, and this is where all the flavors come into play. So let's do it. So to a pan, you're gonna add in 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil. So we're going in with a teaspoon of mustard seeds. You wanna make sure the oil is nice and hot. So as soon as the seeds make contact with the oil, it dances just like that. We're adding in 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds. I love fresh ginger, so I'm gonna be adding in 3 or even 4 teaspoons of fresh ginger, 1 very large green chili, and 2 cloves of grated garlic. So you just wanna give this a nice mix, and you wanna cook this for about 1 to 2 minutes. Oh my God, it just smells so good in here. I'm sorry, but nothing beats that beautiful fragrance of green chili, cumin seeds, mustard seeds, and fresh ginger and garlic. Oh, it's just so necessary. We're now adding in 1 large chopped onion. And along with that, we're adding in 1 teaspoon of chili powder and a teaspoon of beautiful turmeric for more sunshine. So now we just mix it all together. And you really need to let your onions cook properly. I'm talking about 10 to 15 minutes on medium to high heat. They need to be translucent and cooked through and just very soft. And lastly, I'm gonna be adding in about a teaspoon of salt. Now, if I'm not mistaken, adding salt to onions will help the onions release all their juices. So you wanna mix it up and cook your onions, like I said earlier, for 10 to 15 minutes. So I've cooked this for about 15 minutes, and you can see that it's turned into a nice paste. So that's ready. And our fava beans are ready as well. And I'll show you. They're still boiling away, but this is what they look like when they're cooked. They kind of look crushed into this beautiful sunshine brine. So what we're gonna do now is just place the fava beans along with the water and everything into the onion paste. So now we're adding in the garam masala. This is a teaspoon. And you just want to mix it up, make sure that there are no lumps. And the only thing left to do is add in the chopped coriander and spinach. So I'm now adding in some freshly chopped coriander and also about 70 grams of spinach, fresh spinach. So you'll notice that it's a little bit thick. It's up to you whether or not you want to add water here and thin it out. It's totally up to your preference. I myself am going to add in just a little bit of water. And by the way, while you're cooking your spinach, you really want to cook your spinach with the lid off. So you want all of those oxalates in the spinach to cook off. So I'm gonna be adding in 1 extra cup of water. And I'm just gonna give it a nice mix. And the spinach hasn't yet cooked well enough, so I'm just gonna let this bubble away for another few minutes. At this point, you wanna taste it and see maybe it needs more salt or some kind of spice. Okay, so since I added in the spinach and coriander, I let this cook for about 10 minutes, and now the spinach is nice and wilted and cooked in, and I also added in a little bit of salt. So this is it. This is just so beautiful. You can serve this with rice. You can have it with some naan bread, and it's just very hearty, delicious, and perfect for those winter blues. So I plated my spinach and dal, and now I'm gonna try this out for you guys. Let's see. First time without lemon, second time with lemon, because I love lemon on everything. Oh, a little bit spicy. I can taste the mustard seeds and the cumin seeds. Let me get another taste. So hearty and warm. A hint of coriander. A hint of ginger. So with each bite, it's like you get something new. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna just spritz a bit of lemon juice on here. It's always good to pair citrus with greens. So you got your spinach in here. It's nice to spritz on some lemon juice. Yes, with lemon juice. It's so good. Oh, spicy. Okay, Starseeds, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I do hope that you try out this recipe because it's so simple. And you know, it's the simple recipes that I adore the most. And this one is simple, but it's packed with so much goodness and so many warm, beautiful spices. I hope you and your family enjoy this one. So if you learned something from this video, then hit that like button. And also, I hope you guys subscribe to this channel because you know that we are here providing you with delicious plant-based recipes. So I'll see you guys very soon.